All right, this next question comes from our guy, Peter at Locked On Packers. He wants to know, I know the statistical regression case against Aaron Rodgers this year, but he's being drafted as QB8, in a system that he's mastered with an elite offensive line and weapons. What is the case for him going so low, Matt?
Doesn't run enough. I mean, that's obviously the Konami code. I mean, he can scramble here and there, and he's very smart as a runner, but he's not going to produce a lot of fantasy points as a runner. That's just compared to the guys, the Daks of the world, of course.
Rushing yards have been down each of the last 3 seasons. Only 150 last year. Yep.
By design, giving him a lot of money. Don't get hit. And hey, Peter knows the Packers better than I do. Elite O-line? I don't see elite O-line anymore.
I love it.
With the Chargers, Bakhtiari's banged up. They're moving a bunch of bodies around. I think Rodgers makes those guys better than they really are, but their O-line worries me. Elite weapons? I see one. Robert Tonyan is not an elite weapon. None of the other Randall Cobb is not an elite weapon. I see one elite weapon.
This is so good because Peter doesn't have a mic and he's not here with us right now. So we can just throw darts at the Packers. I love it. Vinny, thoughts on Aaron Rodgers as QB8?
Well, you have to look at the QBs that are in front of him. I mean, you look at the big three, so to speak here. Well, the big one, and then the two after him, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, and Kyler Murray. Then you get to Lamar Jackson, Dak Prescott, Russell Wilson. So then really the question comes down to Aaron Rodgers versus Tom Brady versus Justin Herbert. More is the real question here. So it's hard. I mean, touchdowns we know are a fickle beast, especially passing. And we saw it with the Packers. You had Aaron Jones 2 years ago. He had the 19 touchdowns. Aaron Rodgers' touchdowns went down. Aaron Jones' touchdowns went down last year. Aaron Rodgers go up. So these things go up and down in general. And if you look at Brady, who's got better weapons right now, the better offensive line, that's Tom Brady. So you weigh and say, okay, Tom Brady might be where I want to go here. Justin Herbert, I think there's a case that you can debate that because does Justin Herbert really have the depth of weapons? He's in a new offense. Is it any better than what Aaron Rodgers has? Maybe a guy that in his second year might run a little bit more and give you that, but I don't think it's dramatically more running. So I think that's what you have to weigh is what are you going to get? So you just have to realize that Aaron Rodgers is going to level out here. I don't think you'll see the big year last year, but you also won't see a total drop to what we saw 2 years ago. So in between, in relation to these guys, I think he's fine, but I think those guys have strong cases to go ahead of him and keep Aaron Rodgers at QB8.
Yeah, I think he's properly valued. If he's there, 7th, 8th round, 9th round sometimes, I think that's a good value. Anything higher than that, I can't get behind.